Chào mừng quý vị và các bạn đến với chương trình Đồng tiền thông minh trên kênh truyền hình FBNC. Thưa quý vị, trước đây thì chúng tôi đã trò chuyện được với rất nhiều các nhân vật khởi nghiệp tại Việt Nam, và ngày hôm nay chúng tôi rất hân hạnh được mời đến trường quay hai vị khách mời là những doanh nhân khởi nghiệp tại thành phố Atlanta, bang Georgia của Hoa Kỳ. Xin mời quý vị cùng gặp gỡ với anh Vũ Hoàng, là sáng lập viên và giám đốc điều hành của Radius Online, và anh Kevin Tùng Nguyễn, thành viên ban điều hành của Radius Online.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. How are you?
Very good.
Good.
It's my pleasure. So first of all, tell us more about Radius Online and how did you guys get started?
Radius Online is basically a digital marketing firm based in Atlanta, Georgia. How we got started was back in 2004. Just like any entrepreneurship, usually it comes a little bit by accident, seizing an opportunity. For us, we felt like we are always a very good group of designers, very good coders, but we caught on early on that digital marketing or the power of search was going to be very impactful for businesses. So we kind of realized this even back when Yahoo was the #1 search engine before Google. So we started off doing a lot of projects, building solutions that can maximize on the growing trend of search. We help with companies from Coca-Cola, Napa Auto Parts, UPS, Bank of America, which is all based in Atlanta. So, being in the city was a great opportunity for us.
So what were some of the biggest challenges for you in the early days of a startup like that?
Startup
In
is
the digital and online marketing field.
just like any, I guess, entrepreneurship is just trying to find clients, getting people to understand that where digital was going, why you should move on your marketing dollars from offline to online, getting them to understand, what the power would be if they made that commitment.
And right now you have office in Vietnam too. We try to expand.
Yes.
Tell us more about the plan.
Yes. So our plan in Vietnam is we already have products developed in the US, and we want to grow our team here in Vietnam to have finished these products to launch out to our existing client in the US first, and then after that we would have hopefully grow our products to serve our client globally.
Well, what kind of industry are you focusing on right now?
Right now, we are for Napa Auto Parts, which is a Fortune 250 in the U.S. We are their primary provider of local search engine marketing for the automotive industry. So we serve around 15,000 clients all around the U.S. We focus on that, but we are also very big in the medical and dental field as well. But we have plans to grow within all industries.
But what do you see the trends of the companies that's going, to spend money online?
Well, based on the statistics that goes on right now, is happening right now, is that everyone is beginning to move or has moved already the marketing dollars from offline to digital. That's why you're seeing a lot of traditional marketing really hurting, from print media to magazines. Everyone's moving the marketing dollars.
And also in 2014, e-commerce is going to be big. Yeah. In 2013. $420 billion has been spent on e-commerce digital marketing alone, and this growing 12.8% according to McKinsey report. So digital marketing is the best bang for the bucks, not only for big enterprise, but also for small to medium-sized business.
So you told us like one of the biggest challenges for you in the early day of startup is finding clients, of course. So tell me about the experience of finding the first client.
Well, for me, I think it was, I started off in the dot-com era.
Yeah.
So, I saw the highlights of, of that movement, where everyone was spending tons and tons of money during around 99, 2000. But then I saw, I also experienced the dot-com crash, where it's kind of a little recession. Everyone was losing their jobs. And so for me, that's when I really started the company, was building a network of just being friends, from people that did PR, marketing, different industries. And, I was the guy we were the people that did web. So we would just help each other, And as the economy started building back up, that was basically your network. So, I'd land one client, we refer each other work, and next thing you know, our first big client was a friend of mine said, hey, you do great work, after you build this trust, do work, would you like to do some work for Coca-Cola? So that was my first major big client was Coca-Cola.
And for some of the big companies that usually they are used to traditional media, how do you convince them to spend money online?
Well, for us right now, you know, everything that you do today, from whether it's mobile, you're on the tablet, you're on the computer, you do search. What's awesome about the digital market is that everything is tracked, right? So there's tons of data on that. You know, it's done. I think with digital, everything is measurable, so you can show the numbers and you can prove to them based on case or theories that if you move your marketing dollars from offline, which is hard to measure, you move to digital, you know, you can measure these results. And for me, you know, it's all about minimizing risk while maximizing your results. And for me, that's what digital represents.
And also, I think that it all depends on the person in charge. Yeah, if the CEO, CMO really believe, you know, in digital marketing, and it's a fundamental problems of not understanding how it's really work, then it's come back to providing education. We help them understand how it works and how effectively it you know, help grow their business versus all traditional, you know, channel of marketing. But if, you know, the person in charge doesn't really believe in digital marketing, then I don't think you should waste your time going after, you know, them and try, you know, waste your resources and time convincing them.
Kevin, I know you worked in Vietnam before with IDG Ventures, project planners specifically. Tell us more about some of the biggest lessons that you have learned from this market in terms of online business, and how do you convince the person in charge in spending online more money online?
Absolutely, yeah. E-commerce is certainly the future you know, in Vietnam, and you see with the proven, you know, effort by project planner, Rocket Internet, you see the huge demand there's for online marketing, specifically have been growing e-commerce. You know, so to convince people in charge, the person in charge to believe in it, basically you see the real return, the real return on investment. With Web Chatter, you see Web Chatter is like the leading forums of highly educated, powerful mommies, constantly sharing knowledge how to help, you know, each other to you know, grow not only, you know, their family but their personal hobby business at the side. So with like over 1.3 million, last time I checked the forums, active user and you know, 4 million unique visitor, it's you know, no-brainer for you to, you know, focus a big portion of your marketing dollar into you know, a very niche, well-targeted clients, which is like mommies.
So having worked in both in Vietnam and the US, I mean, in your opinions, what are some of the key similarities and differences between the two markets when you go to, in terms of the customer's expectation?
Yeah, customer discovery is such a challenging task. It's very daunting at first, but if you really spend time to understand from the customer perspective and try to solve problems, then, you know, you build your raving fan by offer more for less. You know, with this kind of economy, you only try to go extra mile to help the customer, provide, you know, extra perks to your client. And the key here is to build trust. Yeah, building trust, because you want that customer, you know, you enlighten, you wow them once, and they keep coming back and be loyal to you regardless of, you know, all the available alternative of competitor.
So thank you for sharing, and we will come back after a short break. Thank you.
Great.
Thưa quý vị, vừa rồi là những chia sẻ của các vị khách mời. Chúng tôi sẽ còn quay trở lại sau ít phút giải lao. Quý vị có thể xem lại chương trình này trên trang web đồng tiền thông minh fbnc.com hoặc facebook.com/đồng tiền thông minh.